My girlfriend actually bragged about cheating on me during her girls' night out. What she didn't know was that I was right there, hearing every word. That night, I didn't cause a scene. I quietly set in motion a plan that stunned everyone, including her. My name's Noah. I'm 29 years old and live in Denver, Colorado. I'm a civil engineer working on highway projects for the state. For almost 3 years, I'd been dating Leah, 27, a social media strategist for a trendy local clothing brand. She was lively, witty, and the kind of person who could make friends with anyone. Our relationship felt solid. We spent weekends hiking in the Rockies, hosting barbecues with friends, tea, and binge-watching crime documentaries on rainy nights. Leah would tell me I was her rock whenever work got stressful. I supported her, encouraged her career, and never suspected anything. About 6 months ago, things began to shift. Leah started working late on influencer campaigns and attending more networking happy hours. She became protective of her phone, screen always down, notifications off. She started dressing up more for casual nights out with friends. Whenever I'd ask who she was going with, she'd shrugged. Just the girls. One night she even said, "You wouldn't get it. You're too serious." My friends let me be myself. That stung. I tried to ignore the knot in my stomach. Maybe she was just stressed. Maybe I was being insecure. But the distance between us grew wider by the week. Then came that Friday night. Leah said she was having a girls' night out at a rooftop bar downtown. Coincidentally, my coworker was having his birthday at the same venue. I decided to stop by for a drink after work, thinking it would be fun to surprise my coworker and maybe say hi to Leah's group. As I walked toward the bar's lounge area, I heard laughter. Around the corner, Leah sat with 3 of her friends, cocktail in hand. And then I heard her say it, loud enough for the whole table. "Honestly, my boyfriend Noah has no idea. I've been seeing someone from work for months. It's like having the best of both worlds." Her friends gasped and giggled. "Girl, you're bad," one of them said. I froze. My heart pounded in my ears. I felt a mix of nausea and anger. But I didn't confront her. Not yet. I stepped back, pulled out my phone, and started recording. Her words, her laugh, every detail. Then I quietly left the bar without her ever knowing I'd been there. Leah's entire online persona was built around authenticity and empowerment. Her job depended on her image. Brands hired her because she looked like someone trustworthy and relatable. I decided to expose her hypocrisy, not by shouting, but by letting her own words speak. Over the next week, I collected more evidence, messages she sent me while she was actually with him, screenshots of her late nights geotagged at his apartment. Then I created a simple, private video compiling her bragging at the bar and a proof. I sent it only to her boss, who happened to be a friend of mine from college, with a polite note. "Thought you should see how your strategist represents your brand." Her boss called me stunned. Within days, Leah lost her biggest client contracts and was placed on unpaid leave. When she confronted me crying, "Why would you do this to me?" I calmly replied, "You did it to yourself. I just stopped protecting you." I moved out that weekend. A few months later, I'd moved into a new apartment closer to the mountains and thrown myself into work and hiking. I started training for a marathon and met new people who shared my values. Leah tried reaching out, sending long texts about a mistake and learning her lesson. I never replied. Betrayal often reveals itself if you listen closely. And the most powerful revenge isn't yelling. It is calmly stepping away and letting their own actions dismantle them. When someone brags about betraying you, believe them and build a life so strong their words can't touch you. Subscribe to SilkMirror for more real-life stories of heartbreak, revenge, and transformation.